Just a little bit concerned as to why you're filming inside Sussex police premises.
Well, first of all, can you actually identify yourself properly for me?
Yeah, of course. My name's Inspector Simon Barden. I'm one of the duty inspectors up in our
Inspector?
Simon Barden.
Simon Barden, okay.
So I work in the Force Contact Control Room, so we're just wondering why you're stood on our property filming into...
No, I'm stood on public property.
Okay.
So let's verify that.
But you're filming into private property?
It makes no difference.
It does.
Why is that? What law am I breaking?
Because you're filming private property and you haven't...
It makes no difference.
Well, it does. You can't film into private property.
Yes, I can.
Okay, under what law?
Okay. The law is I can film whatever I can see in public. Okay, you can't trespass the eye.
From the very beginning, the inspector shows that he does not fully understand the law. In the UK, there is no law that stops people from filming buildings or vehicles from a public place. An inspector, who is expected to know the law and lead by example, should already understand this. When Plod challenges him, the inspector makes the situation worse by asking, "Under what law?" This question shows a misunderstanding of how the law works. Members of the public do not need permission or a specific law to film in public. Instead, police officers need legal authority if they want to stop someone from doing so. UK case law and Article 10 of the European Convention on Human Rights make it clear that taking photos and recording videos in public places is a protected right.
Staff members that are coming in, you're putting their security at risk because you could potentially...
I'm not putting anyone's security at risk.
But you could be, couldn't you?
No, that's a presumption, okay? I'm not doing anything wrong.
No, it's not a presumption because I said you could. I didn't say you were,
okay.
I said you could be. So that's not a presumption, that's me suggesting that you could be.
Okay, and how would I be putting their safety at risk then?
So what are you doing with those films?
Well, it's for personal use.
Okay, what personal use? Are you going to be sharing those online?
I don't know. Whatever personal use I wish.
Okay. So what is the purpose of you being here today, would be my question.
The police is a public service.
Yep.
Okay, and I'm here to actually record what the public pay for.
Okay, but this isn't a police station, this is police headquarters.
It makes no difference. The public still pay for it.
Okay, I don't understand what you're trying to achieve though, because if you want to make sure...
I'm not trying to achieve anything, I'm just filming what the public pay for.
Okay, but if you're trying to prove that the public are paying and getting value for service, surely you'd be better...
I didn't say that, I didn't say that at all.
So what did you say?
Okay, I said I'm just here to film what the public pay for, that's it.
Okay, for what reason?
My own reason.
Instead of accepting that filming from a public place is completely legal, the inspector starts asking unnecessary questions. He wants to know what Plod is doing with the footage, whether it is for personal use, and why he is recording. This is not proper policing. Rather than investigating an actual offense, the inspector appears to be looking for a reason to create one. Plod was under no legal obligation to answer these questions. Filming in public is lawful, and there is no law requiring people to explain their reasons for recording. Article 10 of the Human Rights Act protects photography and video recording as forms of free expression. By demanding personal explanations, the inspector treated a legal right as if it were a privilege that needed his approval.
And do this.
That's irrelevant.
Okay. I feel like I've come down to have a conversation with you and engage with you, and you're not particularly willing to engage.
Yeah, but that conversation is irrelevant. Okay, that's called fishing for information.
It's not called fishing. It's called engaging with someone. It's called.
Yeah, I'll have a conversation about whatever you want. Okay, but whether or not I've been here or not, or whether or not I'm actually filming, I'm just doing exactly what I'm perfectly lawfully allowed to do.
What my concern would be is that, do you pose a security threat?
Okay, your concern and what the law is are two different things.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
They're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Okay, your feelings and what you feel is not the law. Okay, what I'm doing is perfectly lawful.
Not if you pose a security threat.
In what way? You still haven't answered that.
Have you answered my question?
Okay, you still haven't answered that.
Have you answered my question?
I don't need to answer your question.
And I don't need to answer your questions.
Okay.
When the inspector claims that Plod is a security threat, it becomes clear that he has no strong legal basis for his actions. Simply using the word security is not enough to restrict someone's rights. Police officers need reasonable suspicion of criminal activity before they can interfere with a person's lawful actions. A personal feeling or discomfort about being filmed is not enough. This principle is supported by both PACE and UK case law. Plod correctly points out that feelings are not the law. The inspector cannot explain what the actual threat is because there isn't one. Instead of giving a clear answer, he avoids the issue by asking, "Have you answered my questions?" This suggests he is trying to cover his lack of legal knowledge.
Recording police vehicles. Are you recording information on police staff?
I'm recording whatever I can see.
Bear with me a second.
Why are you filming here?
Because I'm well within my legal rights to do so.
But why?
It's a public service that the public
Have you
pay
a keen
for.
interest in the police?
Okay, I have an interest in all public services.
So you do this on a regular basis?
Okay, that's irrelevant.
Well, rather than filming us, why don't you ask us some questions and if you're interested in the police,
first of all, okay, if I had been approached correctly, okay, then I would have, okay, but your inspector hadn't, okay. You've come out, you've made an allegation, okay, towards me.
An allegation?
No, you did. You made an allegation that your staff, okay, are alarmed and distressed, okay.
Yes,
you should know, as a constable, okay, you cannot be alarmed and distressed.
Any person can feel harassment, alarm and distress.
Not when you're an officer. It is case law, and you cannot. You cannot be.
But let me speak. Let me get my point across so you can get yours. Okay?
I can film whatever the eye can see, sir.
Okay, but listen to what I'm saying. Okay, you've just said what you want, so let me speak. Okay, members of staff leaving this building, this facility, in their plain clothes, in their own car, you filming them has caused them alarm, harassment and distress. Okay? They're not on duty as police officers, so they can feel alarm and distress.
When the two constables arrive, their argument quickly falls apart. They claim that police staff entering and leaving headquarters are alarmed and distressed by Plaud's filming. However, UK case law recognizes that police officers and staff involved in policing are expected to tolerate a higher level of public scrutiny than ordinary citizens. The constables argue that the people being filmed are in plain clothes and using their own vehicles. However, this does not change the situation. They are still entering or leaving police headquarters and are connected to police duties. Because of that connection, the legal position remains the same. Accountability does not end simply because someone is not wearing a uniform, especially while entering or leaving police property.
From that here all the way round inside this property, okay, I can film.
It doesn't matter. When we book off our system off duty, we're off duty. However, what we are going to clarify is whether what you're standing on is private land. So
it's publicly accessible.
No.
It's publicly accessible under Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act.
We're going to find out whether this part that you're standing on is private.
But then if you can show me the actual signs that state private property along there, okay, no public access, then fine, I will move on. Okay, but there are no signs, and it's publicly accessible.
What is your name, young man?
It's irrelevant.
You've clearly come here for an argument.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
Being here, then?
Because I want to film.
Film what? Film what?
Okay, what the public
Film
pay
us
for.
leaving the building.
No, I'm filming what I can see. Okay.
Well, what you're doing is you're filming people leaving in their personal vehicles. Okay. That's not exciting.
And
a security threat.
No, how is that a security threat? That's a presumption.
You not see what happens in the world.
That's a presumption.
You're not seeing what's happening in the world.
Okay, yeah, but that is a presumption, okay?
It's not a presumption.
And where you just said, okay, about to do with license plates, okay? License plates are in the public domain, okay? You guys have access to that information.
You're putting that on YouTube and you're specifically...
Who said that? Who said that? Whoa. Hang on a minute. Whoa, hang on. No. You said that. I haven't said it. No, don't shout at me.
Listen to me.
Do not shout at me. No, don't shout at me.
So let me have my piece.
Please do not shout at me.
Let me have my piece then.
Yeah, as long as you don't shout at me.
The two constables then repeat the inspector's earlier claim by calling Plaud a security threat. They argue that he is filming vehicle registration plates. Plaud quickly explains why this argument does not stand up. Number plates are not private information. The law requires every vehicle's registration plate to be displayed openly in public, where anyone can see it. Calling this a security threat makes little sense. Police officers themselves have access to registration details through the DVLA and official police systems. Trying to suggest that filming information already visible to everyone is suspicious is unreasonable. It shows how the word security is being used as a convenient excuse whenever officers do not want to be recorded.
Servant, okay? I am here as a member of the public to film public property, okay, and a public service that the public pay for, okay? I'm doing a completely lawful activity, okay? I'm breaking no law, I'm committing no crime, right? And I shall carry on about my business, okay? If you decide that you want to harass me, then you carry on and do that, sir.
The issue you have...
Could you step back a little bit,
what
please?
you're doing is you're causing our colleagues harassment, alarm and distress.
Would you mind stepping back a little bit,
okay?
please?
You're causing our colleagues harassment, alarm and distress.
Would you mind stepping back a little bit, please?
Okay. Why don't you step back further over there to
No, because I moved to here and you came to me. Okay?
I'll come
just
to
because
you.
Because
it's strange and I'm asking you why you're filming.
And you walked to me.
I'm asking you why you're
If you don't want to be that close to someone,
I'm asking
then
you
don't
why you're
walk up to
filming.
them that way.
Listen to me for a minute.
Okay? If you ask your colleague to step back, I will talk with you.
Perfectly straight. He's standing.
No, he's walked right the way up. Now, this is me feeling alarmed and distressed.
He's not in your personal space.
Yes, he is. Okay? He's well within an arm's reach.
Don't touch me.
I didn't touch you.
This is the moment when the officer completely loses his professionalism. After being challenged on several legal points, he steps into Claude's personal space without any clear reason. This is not professional policing. Officers are trained to reduce tension and maintain a safe distance, not use their physical presence to intimidate members of the public. While standing close to Claude, the officer says, "Don't touch me," even though Claude had made no attempt to touch him. This appears less like a genuine warning and more like an attempt to create a situation where any accidental contact could later be used against Claude. Instead of focusing on the law, the officer seems more interested in gaining an advantage over the person filming.